Hello everyone, Dr. Elson Haas here. Let's call this Making Master Cleanser. You have right here lemons, an extra lime, maple syrup, cayenne pepper, water. We're going to squeeze some lemons. So the formula basically is 2 tablespoons of lemon or lime juice, fresh, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, pure maple syrup, organic ideally, 1/10 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 8 ounces of water. That's the basic formula. Now when I make it up and I start drinking it as part of my spring cleanse, I make up several lemons and then I'll make up a little batch. I might put it in a jar, maybe a little bigger than this, where I'll measure some lemon in here and then about half that amount of maple syrup, and then looking at about how many teaspoons, but we're going to actually count teaspoons in here when we make it. All right, so I'm going to squeeze a few lemons here. You have a handheld one here. This is a little shaky, but then you get it. Or we can go to our little noisier version here. And then we got nice. These are nice. These are Meyer lemons, actually, off of Roberta at my office. Her lemon tree. So this separates out the seeds. Both of them do. And let's try it right here. All right. So we've squeezed some lemons here, and I am going to pour it off in here as well. So really it only takes a few lemons for the day. All right, so if we're making a glass of Master Cleanse, these are Angelo's nice little heart spoons. So this is a tablespoon. So we're gonna do, these are a little, not filling it up totally here. So I'm going to put 2 plus a little bit of that. And then I have maple, and I'm going to do, now the original formula was 2 tablespoons of lemon juice to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I think that's too sweet. The idea of the Master Cleanse, so we're going to put 1 tablespoon in here. And then this is a 1/4 teaspoon. So this, I'm just use part of this. So 1/10 of a teaspoon of cayenne. I use a little bit part of that. And then we're going to add about 8 ounces of water. Now you can measure all this exactly. And that is 1 glass of Master Cleanser. The idea of the cleanser is that the lemon is a nice purifier, helps cleanse the liver, helps get rid of fats, and just really helps clear the body, helps the body get rid of excess water. The maple syrup at a level that's not too much, because part of our issue with sugar is we do a lot more sugar than our bodies can utilize. The idea of the maple syrup here is to get to your cells and give your cells energy to run on through the day. So you're not having to digest a lot of food and get nutrients that way. And the cayenne helps to keep the body warm. And it also is another diuretic aspect too. So really helps your body get rid of extra water. So here's Master Cleanse. That's good. Now everybody has their sense of how much cayenne they can handle. You make me want a little sweeter, a little more lemon. So you were able to adapt that. Now, if we're making up some, like when I go off to work, I will make up a little jar of concentrate. If you make up a big jar at one time and you put the cayenne heats up over the day, it dissolves, and it makes the drink hotter and hotter. So it's almost too hard to drink. So when you keep it in a concentrate and then water down, it doesn't quite do that. So if we're gonna make up, let's see how many's in here. 1, 2, 3, So there's 8 tablespoons in here of that. Now you could do it here where this is how I do it at home. I actually look at this and pour up because it separates out well, but I'm actually going to count some tablespoons in here of maple. So we're going to do okay, there's 4 tablespoons in there. And then here is a half teaspoon of cayenne. And I'm going to do a little bit less than that. I make it in the concentrate, but I don't add water to it until I get ready to drink it. So basically here is Master Cleanse concentrate. And yes, you can also, if you're really sensitive to cayenne, just add a little bit to the drink when you mix it together. And you can make, if you just add lemon and maple, then you could mix it in. But I do also want to make a few points about it. I don't have people have this on their desk at work, for example, and just take a couple sips every 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. I want you to drink this like a meal. I want you to drink a glass or 2 at once, and then I want you to rinse your mouth. Every time you drink it, rinse your mouth with a little bit of water, because the lemon and the maple, if it sits on your teeth, it can start to eat away at your enamel a little bit. So you don't want to do that. Also, I want you to carry Master Cleanse in glass, not plastic. Okay, and again, also not make up too much at once and make the concentrate if you're going to take it for the day, because it travels easily. You don't need a very big jar. And if you're just doing Master Cleanser, and that's what you're doing for the day, which I've done, 400 or 500 days out of my life. This is pretty much what it took me to get ready for my day. This is all I need to do. I have my drink for the day, and that's what I do. Maybe I might have some other juice in the afternoon or some veggie broth, but typically this took a few minutes to get my entire food and nourishment for the day. So I have a couple extra hours now that I'm not shopping and making food and cleaning dishes and all that stuff. This takes really under 5 minutes.